Good afternoon, supply chain professionals. My name is Joe Tillman. I'm the program chair for the Global Virtual Roundtable, CSCMP member, and the roving reporter for this year's annual conference in San Diego. With me here today is Erika Roberts. She is the Roundtable Committee on the Board of Directors.
That's correct, Roundtable Chair.
Roundtable Chair,
Roundtable Chair, it has quite the ring to it, doesn't it? Yes, on
official.
The Board of Directors. So
Yes.
I am your voice up to the Board of Directors, so we know that we're headed in the right direction.
Awesome. So how long have you been involved with CSCMP?
Since August of 2001, I was actually brought in to support the Cincinnati Roundtable as they worked to move from a fax-based event announcement system over to email. If you can believe that, yes, we were still announcing our events via fax machine in 2001. So we were very successful at moving over to an email-based event announcement system, and the Roundtable's doing great. But yeah, that's quite literally how I got my start.
Awesome. And so getting started in that type area and transitioning more into the organizational wide, how did you kind of get involved more with CSCMP besides just the roundtables?
Well, I think it's fair to say that anybody who's been engaged in the organization, it gets into your blood, it gets under your skin. You get excited to be part of the CSCMP family, and you just want to get involved and give back and try your hand at new things. So I really was blessed in that the Cincinnati Roundtable kind of embraced me as a college intern at that point, and allowed me to get a little bit of leadership skills under my belt. And as I stayed in the Cincinnati area after I graduated, they allowed me to try my hand as the marketing chairperson, and then later on as the VP of programs, and later on finally as the president. While I was having the opportunity to kind of move up and take on these increasing responsibilities, I was also at the same time getting involved at the national or global level as well.
Okay.
Got to support the marketing committee, had the great privilege of supporting things like the arrangements committee that helps to mentor and lead the students who are all sponsored, thank you, by the roundtables and the members, to participate in this great annual conference every year. Got to participate with them in that committee, worked registration downstairs, and so eventually somebody saw fit to throw my name in the hat, thank you very much, to then step up to the board of directors, and it's been absolutely a pleasure, and I'm just celebrating my 1-year anniversary on the board on Wednesday.
Oh, awesome. And so how many students do we have here that were sponsored by roundtables?
Oh my, that's a great question. So we have just about 60 students who were sponsored by roundtables to come here and spend 50% of their time working, providing direction, downloading presentations, doing head count, helping to make sure that our members and our participants get to where they want to be and where they need to be going. But then we have an additional, and this is great news, an additional 25 students who are here just to participate. And whether that's because they found the funding to come, or whether their school somehow was able to help support them in attending the conference, I'm not sure. I'm sure the stories are different, but we have about 80 students who are here with us over the course of this 3-day conference.
Awesome. So what kind of advice do you have for students when they have come into the conference, they've already been to the conference, and they're kind of moving on into their professional lives, to staying connected with CSCMP?
It's critical. It is absolutely critical. Regardless of who you are and where you're at in your career, whether you're just getting started, whether you've been in it for a few years, whether you've been in it quite a few years, whether you're getting ready to retire, whatever the case may be, CSCMP absolutely, undoubtedly has something to offer to all of us. So if you go back to that almost a decade ago now, when I was a student getting ready to graduate, I was looking to build my network and try my hand at some leadership opportunities, and maybe some more advanced, elevated leadership opportunities that it was a little maybe premature for me to get out of my day job, if you will.
Yeah.
And CSCMP afforded me that opportunity. As I've said, CSCMP now that I've been in it for a decade has not only continued to allow me to, spread my wings in terms of leadership, but also have the opportunity to give back, not just to the students, but to the profession as a whole. Again, whether you're in it for the research, whether you're in it to be involved in something that's bigger, than just who you are, whether you're in it because of the education that it always gives to you so you can understand what's going on in your profession. There's so many reasons to be involved, and there's absolutely value regardless of where you're at in your career. You need to be here.
Exactly. And I think those are really good tips and advice for folks coming in. So what about the conference? So what is your overall take of the conference so far, since we've already well over with the first official day, but first day and a half?
Man. The conference has been great. The supply chain of the future, the lab that's going on downstairs, I'm getting such amazing, resounding, positive feedback from people who are able to understand what some of the new trends are coming out, how we're looking to streamline and automate some pieces of our operation. People are loving the fact that it's interactive and it's engaging. So that's a really, really an exciting new addition to the conference. Some new and exciting tracks, subject matter that I haven't seen particularly covered before. Continuing on the theme with meetings of the C-level executives. One of the other tracks that I was able to participate in, having to do a lot with sales and operations planning, S&OP, as we have increasing pressure to understand that in our organizations, and then certainly the specific and direct reach out to our young professionals and being able to participate with our student associate members as they are just building their career and understanding the events that are guided and directed just for that audience. So a lot of great things are going on right now over the course of these couple of days.
And I think one of the tracks that I would consider definitely new over the 4 years that I've been attending was one of the young professional tracks, the young professional discussion panel that we had. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you would like to echo? Because I noticed that you were sitting in there as well that was said.
Yeah, I really liked how Rick Jackson and Kate Vitasic echoed, one another around. You don't always have to have the answer. It's okay, and I would say this is good advice actually, regardless of your age or how long you've been in your career, not just for our young professionals, but you don't always have to have the answer. And it's okay to say, I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to solve that problem for you, or I'm going to go and get the answer for you, and I'm going to bring it back. Because that's just going to continue to give you that credibility within your organization. The other thing that I really liked is to inquire about things out of a curiosity standpoint, ask those kinds of reflective questions, asking for clarification, to show your management and your boss that you're engaged, you're paying attention, and you're asking these questions not to judge their direction or their leadership, but rather just to be a part of the solution of the organization. So I thought that there were really some great points that were being made in that panel discussion.
Okay, well, Erika, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and interviewing with us. We do appreciate it and appreciate your time and energy and everything that you do for us, especially on the roundtable end and coordinating with the board of directors for us.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity and for your role in the Global Virtual Roundtable. This is amazing that we have this kind of technology to connect with our members, and unfortunately even for those who can't be with us at the conference. So hopefully you could join us next year.
Yes, that's the hopeful plan with this.
Thank you so
really
much,
awesome.
Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, Erika. I appreciate you coming.